Hello students, this is your social teacher Tirupati Nayak Malot. Today's our topic is 17th lesson Independent India. Independent India 1947 to 77 means in these 30 years. In these 30 years, what actually happened after independence? After independence in India 1947 to 77, what are the changes took place? What was actually happened? That we are going to learn in this lesson. We all knew that 1947 we got independence. 1946 cabinet mission plan came to India. They suggested for general elections. We drafted a constitution and we enforced ourselves from 1950. You have to remember that 1947 in 1947 only. In 1947 only. In India, one interim government was formed. Interim government. Please remember, it is very important. Interim government. Sir, what is interim government? Interim government means before of the elections. Before elections only, whenever Britishers gave us power to rule. So interim government was formed. This is also called as temporary government. It also called as temporary government. This temporary government headed by Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru, Home Minister Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. That you have to remember. Interim government. After the interim government, we adopted constitution. When we adopted constitution, there are so many number of goals in front of us. A number of goals. What kind of the goals are there? What are our goals? See, there are multiple goals are there. Multiple goals in front of the government. In front of the government, multiple goals are there. What government? This is to the interim government. In front of the interim government, after the elections, what the government formed for them also. This is. There are multiple goals. There are multiple challenges. Lot of challenges were in front of the government. What are the challenges? Challenges were multiple goals. First one is unification. The unification. This unification we done in our previous lesson only. In the 14th lesson or 15th lesson only we learned that unification. How Hyderabad was merged, Junagadh was merged, Kashmir also incorporated in our India. So this is unification. This unification is we have done. Okay. After the unification, second one, democratic system. Democratic system means our constitution is framed based on the democratic values, so that the government responsibility on the shoulder to spread these democratic ideas among the Indians. Next, third one is unity. We all people are living in one territory, one political boundary. Does we all are having the same idea of unity and integrity? No, we do not have unity and integrity. Though we got independence, but we do not have unity and integrity among the Indians. Okay. Next, fourth one. Bring socio-economic development or transformation. So these are the challenges. They may ask for 1 or 2 marks. After the independence, what are the challenges in front of the government? There are multiple goals are there. Even overpopulation, illiteracy also you can write. Overpopulation, illiteracy also you can write. But apart from this, in front of the government, after the immediate of the independence, we have multiple goals, multiple challenges. So these challenges were unification was the challenge, but finally we unified. Democratic system, we adopted the democratic values, democratic principles, equality, liberty, freedom, justice. These all are adopted. So these we need to transform. We need to be spread across the country among the Indians. Unity and integrity. we fought for independence. Still, we have different ideas, different notions, different desires. So that they wanted to bring unity among that. We all are one. So that kind of the unity is also one of the big tasks. Bring socio-economic development. We criticized. We many times we fought against British for the socio-economic development. Britishers were neglected Indian economy. Britishers were took our resources. Britishers were did everything so that India did not take place the development in India. So that the government, in front of the government, now it is a challenge how India would become a socio-economic development. Socio-economy means lot of challenges are there. Caste system, communal system, religious politics. There are so many economic development. To develop economically means wealth-wise, to make people rich, to make people healthy, to make people educated. So these are also challenges in front of the government, in front of the interim government. These challenges are still now. Socio-economic development is still a challenge. Unity and integrity still is a challenge because due to certain issues nowadays between the Hindus and Muslims, against of NRC, CAA, they are criticizing this act so that it is also certain threat among the communities of India. You have to understand that still these are also threat. Still the governments are wanted to bring unity and integrity still now because whenever government make laws, certain category, certain percent of the people they may not accept. So that is a threat for the unity and integrity. But still we feel that we all are Indian. We all are Indian. In these circumstances, you know that 1952, first general elections were held. First general elections were held in 1952. Very important. First general elections. Yeah, it was a very big challenge. Again, challenges. Lot of challenges in front of us. It is a challenge in front of the election commission. In our previous session, we have done about election commission. What the election commission they plays the role. So it was a challenge to the election commission. Challenge for what purpose? To conduct elections. To conduct elections, it was challenge. To conduct elections, it was challenge in front of the election commission. Because why it is challenge? First one. Overpopulation. Those time calculations is overpopulation. Population is burden. Second, illiteracy. Okay, illiteracy. Illiteracy of the some of the people were confined to their husband name or father's name. Women's were confined on their father names and husband names. That means there was no ultimate freedom among the women. That is also one of the big challenge. And another big challenge is how to mobilize the people for vote. How to mobilize the people, how to bring awareness among the people. Still now, election commission, they try to make lot of awareness programs to raise voting percentage. Still no. Now this much media, communication, internet facilities there. But those times there was no media. There was only the communication was radio. That too very rarely that was used by the persons. So that was also one of the biggest challenge. But they conducted. How they conducted? Let us see. Election Commission, they gave voting rights. What is the voting right? At what age you will get voting right? As per the Constitution of India. As per the Constitution of India, it gave voting rights to for 21 years age. Yeah, voting rights. Yeah, voting rights given to 21 years. The voting right was confined to 21 years. The constitutional makers, whenever our constitution was drafted, this constitution they gave voting rights to 21 years persons. They gave voting rights. But during Rajiv Gandhi period, during Rajiv Gandhi, during Rajiv Gandhi government in 1988. In 1988, they amended the constitution. That amendment is 61st amendment. Yeah, 61st amendment. According to the 61st amendment, okay, 21 age is reduced to 18 years. 18 years. Reduced to 18 years. Now, from 1988 onwards, those who are completed 18 years age, they can get voting rights. You see, India gave voting rights to all. That means adult franchisee. Yeah, adult franchisee means voting rights to all. This means it also called as voting rights to all. Voting rights to all. Okay, India gave voting rights to all the people in the first general elections 1952. In 1952 only, India gave voting rights to all the people. Those who are above 21 years. Those who are completed 21 years, for them India gave voting rights. But you see, for example, I want to tell you, India is ahead than the other countries. You see, USA didn't give voting right till 1965 to all. In 1965, America gave voting rights to the blacks. Switzerland voting rights they gave to women in 1971. Switzerland was much developed than India, very well developed than India, but they didn't give voting rights to women. But we gave voting rights to all women, men, for all those who are completed the age of 21 years, we gave voting rights. So this is called adult franchisee. Adult franchisee means voting rights to all. Those who are completed age of 21 years, those time. But very well developed countries than us, they didn't give voting rights. USA, they gave voting rights to the black people. Black people usually they didn't get any voting rights. In 1965, they fought for the voting rights. Then they gave. Switzerland women, they fought for their voting rights. Then Switzerland women, they got right to vote in 1971. So what did you understand? India gave voting rights to all. There is no discrimination. There was a discrimination of blacks. There is a discrimination of women. But India did not discriminate anyone. Okay, that you have to understand. Next. So to overcome this problem, what our election commission done the problem? To overcome the problem, just I said to you, it is very difficult to conduct elections in India because population is there, literacy is there, illiteracy is there. Women were known by their husband names or father's name that we discussed. Next, you see how to make electoral roll. First one, how to make electoral roll. Yeah. How to make electoral roll? That is the one big question. Yeah. How to make electoral question? Because who are there completed, they have to go every house and they have to collect information. It is a really very big task because people are so many remote areas people they live. But nowadays, still so many places in India there is no good connectivity. They are very far. They are living in jungles. Very far from the cities, remote areas they usually live. That is a big challenge. Second one, symbols. What kind of the symbols we have to give to them? So that at the time people were illiterate, people were there. So what they have find is that, they only choose the symbol that whatever very famous for the everyday life. Symbol they choose it for the everyday life. Everyday life. Yeah. Whatever symbol. For example, in 1952, they made one symbol that is satellite symbol. No one knows the satellite symbol. Okay. What is the satellite symbol? What is satellite? They don't know. Or else, instead of the satellite, if they make any mango or any cycle or a radio or motor vehicle, that may know, well known. So that election commission decided that the symbols from everyday life was chosen. Still it is continuing. Still it is continuing. Still it is continuing by the election commission. Election commission give the familiar options or familiar symbols to the people, those who are contesting independently. Independent candidates like bat, ball, pressure cooker, gas, motor scooter, glass, water bottle. Okay, these kind of the symbols or kite, they may give different symbols they may give. Next. So they overcome the problem. Again, they decided that for each candidate had a separate box. Each candidate had a separate ballot box. Each candidate had a separate ballot box. Example: 4 members are contesting for MP. 4 ballot box. Here, symbol will be stuck on the top of the box. See, this is the box. This is a rupee symbol. This is a dollar symbol. This is a euro symbol. This is a pound symbol. If people they wanted to cast their vote, just they drop their ballot paper in the boxes. Just they have to drop the ballot paper in the boxes. But later what happened, these all boxes came into one box. Nowadays all boxes came into the box. There is no symbol. The symbols are printed on the ballot paper. Here symbol will be printed: rupee, dollar, euro, pound or pi, any symbol. So that whatever you wanted to cast the vote for rupee, you stamp the swastika, then you fold it and you just drop in this box. This is called as ballot box. This ballot box is nowadays we are using in the local body elections. Local body elections we are using. But in elections generally, I told to you in the previous section, we are using EVMs, electronic voting machines we are using. But those days, electronic voting machines were not there. Ballot boxes only, because people may confuse. So that how many members will be contesting, for that many boxes were given. On the boxes of the side, their symbol was stuck. Outside of the box. So this is the box outside. Symbol was stuck outside of the box. Then they recognize that, oh yeah, yes, this is, I have to vote to this symbol. They just drop the paper, ballot paper. They have to stamp and they have to drop the ballot paper. So to avoid confusion among the people, this kind of the facility made by the election commission. Okay. How during elections? Let us compare the elections now and then. Once you see, in the days, in 1950s, there was Parda system was there. Parda system. Parda system means, Muslims and much of the Rajput women, they completely covered their faces. This is called Parda system. Because women were completely separate. Separate polling booth were given for the women. Separate polling booths will be given. Separate polling booths were arranged for the women, and polling staff also women. Because if they do not provide separate polling booths for the women, separate polling staff, women polling staff, these women may not come to cast their vote. Even sometimes, the women are inferior those days, so that women, their fathers and their husbands also may not allow there is no separate polling booths were not allowed, not there, not arranged. Hence, due to this parda system, separate polling booths for the women, separate polling staff also arranged for the women. Next, in so many places, example we can take as from the textbook in Ajmer, Rajasthan. Ajmer, one Rajput lady. Rajput means kings, noble family. Kings and noble family. She came on the chariot. She came on the veiled chariot. And her body was completely covered with the velvet. And nothing was can be shown. You cannot see her face. Okay, just she can able to give her left finger for the ink purpose. They have to reinterpret one mark on the left index finger, so that only her left finger only it was came out from the velvet. It was covered. Okay, so Ajmer Rajputs women they come onto the chariot to cast their vote. Okay, completely their chariot was decorated. And the velvet completely, she was in the velvet, she was covered her body and you could not see her face also, only she showed her index finger, left index finger. So this is one kind of, but now do we can come on the chariot? Not possible. Do we can come completely along with the burqa you can come but you cannot completely cover your body like Hindus or completely velvet or blanket, not possible. In Pepsu village, it is in Patiala and Eastern Punjab states. Yeah, Pepsu, Patiala, Eastern Punjab state. Usually there are two candidates are there. The two candidates, the people were confused to whom we can cast our vote. So that they solved this problem with the wrestling. There was from the both candidates, one person is from one candidate. So both persons were fought in the wrestling. So that who will win this wrestling? For them only, they wanted to cast their vote. This one person represent another party person, and another person represent another party person. Not the candidates did not fight. You please understand. Here candidates did not fight. Those people are supporting the candidates. This person is supporting one candidate. This person is supporting A. This person is supporting B. For example, B won. Then all the villagers have to cast their vote for the B. Because this person won. This person represents B person. That you have to understand. Next step. In Assam, remote areas. Now also remote areas are there in Assam. The people they celebrate as festival. They wanted to cast their vote. They celebrated as festival. By evening, for example, tomorrow is a vote, but by today only they started their traveling to the polling booths. While they are coming on their journey, they are dancing, eating, and they are enjoying themselves, and they are coming towards to polling booths. They completely coming towards to polling booths. So this is the scenario. 1952. Once you compare 1952 elections and 2019 elections. 1952 elections and 2019 elections, a lot of differences will be there. Lot of laws will difference. Okay. So then after elections, which party came into power? What the party was really done? Let us see. Next, one party dominance. One party dominance. Yeah, what is one party dominance? Yes, first general elections were held in 1952. It's very, very important. It is first general elections. Very, very important. First general elections were held in 1952. Then second general elections were held in 1957. Second general elections. Difference between these two is 5 years. In our previous lesson, we have discussed that general elections were usually held once in 5 years. So 52, 57, 5 years. Second general elections. Next, 1962, third general elections. 1967, fourth general elections. Let us see These two, 1952 and 1962, let us compare. Let us compare 1952 and 1962. These two we compare. These two. Let us compare these two. 1952 and 1962. In 1952 elections, Congress party got 364 seats. 364 seats. Out of 445, 545, they won 364 seats. Majority of the seats they got. In 1962, they won 361 seats. They lost only 3 seats in this 10 years. You see, Congress party is very strong party. No party was competed. No party was give counter attack to the Congress party, because Congress party won 70% of the seats. 70% of the seats Congress party was won. 45% of the votes. 45% of the vote INC, Indian National Congress. 45% of the votes Indian National Congress party only they got. Sir, does all the parties are there? Does Congress party alone only the contested elections? No. All the small parties also there. Other parties also there. But other parties never managed to win in the elections. You understand? Congress party also, along with the Congress party, there are so many parties are there. But these parties were never managed to win. Why? You know the reason. Congress party was fought for the independence. Congress means Gandhi, Gandhi means Congress. Congress means Nehru, Nehru means Congress. Congress was sake of the people, sake of the country, they are fighting. So the sentiment was played very crucial role to win in these elections. As you know that Congress party was a very oldest party which was started in 1885, December 28 at Bombay. 1885. It's a very oldest party. Congress party members were, they are very great politicians. Very great politician. Then it was very familiar party. Then they got. Let us see. After the Congress party, 1952. After the Congress party, in 1952, 37 seats were won by independent candidates. Independent candidates, they won better seats. Remember the rest of the things. But now, independent candidates are very tough to win now. Nowadays, as an independent MLA, independent MP, nowadays it is a dream to win as an independent MLA or somebody they may win, but very rarely the people they win. But at those time, many people they won as independent MP and independent MLA. Okay? So Congress party was managed. Congress party formed government. Congress formed government. Yeah. Congress formed government. Congress, these were till 1967. 1967, 25 years Congress was dominant. No other party questioned to the Congress. Even Congress do mistakes also, no one questions. But you see how many seats Congress party got? Less than 40. In 2019 elections, how many they got? 48 or 40 seats, around 40 seats they got. See how the Congress was completely fall down. Congress was completely fell. Okay, Congress was lost the majority because of several reasons. Let us see why Congress party lost his majority. Why Congress party people they fought. It is as per the textbook, not my opinion. Congress party always had a smaller groups within it. Congress party members, smaller groups in the party. For example, this is Congress. In the Congress, few members are this group, few members is another group, few members is another group, few members is another group, this member is group. So this is we called as group politics. This is all Congress. But some section of the people they want their personal things. Some other section of the people they want their personal things. Some section of people they wanted to fulfill their personal desires and personal things. So that the Congress always had group within it. So these are the groups within it. These are originated based on their personal computation. There is always personal competition in the Congress party. Still now this is existing in the Congress party. I repeat, personal competition. For example, these are the group members. These group members, they think that we only need to become a CM or ministers. We will support together. The other party members also, other group also think that we only will become a CM and ministers. And other people also think that we only need to become a ministers and CM. And these people also will become a minister and CM. These all members they want from the Congress party. But among the Congress party, these fluctuations are there, internal conflicts are there, internal fightings are there. These people, they look like all are equal, all are same. They look like all are they joined their hands, but in reality, these people they have personal competition because they want minister post, they want CM post. Sometimes, example I want to tell you, in March, usually elections were held in Madhya Pradesh. In the elections, an example, elections were held. In the elections, Congress party won many seats. Congress party won. Where? In Madhya Pradesh. In Madhya Pradesh, Congress party won many seats. So Congress party, whenever the election campaign was started, Jyotiraditya Scindia. Okay? J. Scindia. I am writing J. Scindia. Yeah, Jyotiraditya Scindia, he led the party. He became a star campaign of the Congress party. Then Congress party won in the elections. Then what the Congress party should do? Jyotiraditya Scindia became a chief minister. But instead of him, they have chosen one person from the Congress party, Kamal Nath was chosen. Kamal Nath was chosen as a CM. He was an old person. He did many things. He also belongs from Congress party. When Jyotiraditya Scindia was completely sacrificed his CM post, he didn't even nominated for the Rajya Sabha. He didn't give any opportunity. So that what he did, he resigned. He resigned the party, and along with him 22 MLAs. Were resigned. Whenever these 22 MLAs were resigned, Kamal Nath government was fall down. Kamal Nath government was collapsed. When Kamal Nath government was collapsed, so there was BJP had majority members. Now BJP formed a government. In Madhya Pradesh. Now Madhya Pradesh CM is Shivraj Singh Chauhan. I repeat, Shivraj Singh Chauhan. So what did you understand from this example? There was internal conflicts, internal competition among these members. So due to that, their policy also different. They sometimes they may not oppose. Sometimes they may not oppose to the Congress party. Sometimes they oppose the Congress party. Sometimes some of the members they do not like Congress party policies. They will come outside. Example I will tell you. Mamata Banerjee was once upon a time she played a very crucial role in the Congress party. Now she came out. She didn't like Congress party certain policies of the Congress party. She didn't like. Then she started a separate party that is called as TMC, Trinamool Congress Party. Now she became a chief minister of West Bengal. Another person, Sharad Pawar. When India won World Cup 2011, he was ICC chairman that time. Sharad Pawar came out from the Congress party. He established NPC, National People's Congress. Next, Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy. Y.S. Jagan also once upon a time he was in Congress. He doesn't want to live in the Congress. His father was CM from Congress party. Jagan Mohan Reddy, YSRCP party he was established. Yuvajana Shramika Raitu Congress party. We feel that YSR party means Yeduguri Sandinti Rajashekar Reddy Congress party we believe, but not correct. That is Yuvajana Shramika Raitu Congress party. So these fluctuations are there. We can tell with these examples. If they may give comment or opinion, we may write these kind of examples that will be give good effect to the evaluator. Sometimes what will happen, they threaten the Congress party members, they pressurize. If you will not give minister to me, I will resign. If you will not give minister to me, I will resign. If you will not give seat for my son-in-law, for my daughter, or for my niece, for my nephew, I will resign. I will join to other party. So there will be a certain jumping jabongs will be there. He will be there in the Congress party, next time he will be in other party. He will be there in that party, he will be there in another party. So that there may be threat. Many times they threaten to the Congress management. They pressurize the Congress management. So that these kind of the pressurized we called as they acted as inbuilt correction mechanism. They acted as inbuilt correction mechanism. They acted. Some of the members they acted as inbuilt correction mechanism because they differ with the party's aim. They differed with the party's policies. That you might have seen in many movies like Leader movie, Nota movie. MLAs, sometimes they may not accept the party's opinion or party policies. So within the Congress party, there was so many correction mechanism is there. So this is wrong, this is I do not like, that is I do not like. So many things they have done. So within the party, there was a political competition. You take so many members are there. For example, Vivekananda, Gattam Vivekananda, he was one as MP from Congress party. Then she joined in TRS. Again he came to Congress. Again he joined into TRS. Then TRS did not give ticket. Again he joined in BJP now. So due to these members, sometimes we do not like the policies of the party. Then we may change. Next time. So what did you understand? 1952, 364 seats Congress party won. 1962, 361 seats Congress party won. So we can say that it is an undemocratic situation. We cannot say that it is undemocratic. It is undemocratic. Sir, why you can say that undemocratic? You are saying wrong, sir. It is undemocratic because absence of other parties. You please remember. Absence of other parties very clearly we can see here. Parties are there, but they never managed to compete with the huge violentry like very big party like Bahubali party. This is very big party. Parties were contested, but they never managed it. But what is the democracy says? Democracy says that multi-party democracy must to be rooted. Multi-party democracy must be there to success the democratic system. There was no multi-party system, single party. Now no other party were strong. So initial days, you understand that why I am saying initial days it seems to be undemocratic. Why it seems to be undemocratic? Because there was no other parties competed. They didn't give tough competition to the Congress party. So we can say that it is absence of the other parties or undemocratic. But not today, 2-3 decades after, 30-40 years after, slowly, decades after, slowly parties became very strong. Political parties became very strong. Very strong parties became very bad situation. Okay, example, Congress party once upon a time they won 364 seats, but now they have less than 40-50 members they have. You see, BJP party in 1984 or 1986 during 1980s they have only 12 members, but now how many members? More than 380 plus members they have. BJP. See, once upon a time less members party became strong, and once upon a time strong party became very weak party, because it is the actual multi-party democracy. When democracy will success? Democracy will success when complete the political parties, the multi-party democracy rooted deeply, then it will be success for the democracy, success for the multi-party system. Okay, next. Small parties were unable to challenge, just as I said, small parties unable to challenge, no one can compete. Okay, and the silence of the opposition also not a democracy. These all parties, 364 seats are the majority team only. If you have majority, whatever law you want, you can pass the laws, because 2/3 of the majority you want, almost 2/3 of the majority you have. Whatever you wanted to change the constitution, whatever law you wanted to make, you can make because you have a lot of majority. Because we cannot say that silence of the opposition is not a democracy. Here in these two, in between these 10 years, there was a silence of a parties. Parties they didn't have they don't have to tell anything, nothing to tell. So that you understand. So silence of the opposition is not a democracy. Okay, whenever multi-party system, all parties they fight in a strong purpose, then that is the successful feature of the democracy. Next. Next, demand for state reorganization. Demands for state reorganization. Demands for state reorganization. Sir, what is demands for state reorganization? What is demand for state reorganization? After the independence, India have very big challenge faced. What is the big challenge? It is a very big challenge India was facing. That challenge was, the big challenge was, linguistic states. Linguistic states. Because all the members are asking, linguistic state. Sir, we are speaking Kannadam, sir. You give Karnataka separate state. They are speaking Tamilam, sir. You give separate Tamil state. They are speaking Telugu, sir. You give separate Telugu state. That is Andhra state. We are speaking Malayalam, sir. You give Kerala state. We are speaking Gujarati, sir. You give separate Gujarat state. So it was a very big challenge after the independence or after the first general elections. It was a very big challenge to the Indian government for the linguistic states. So what are the linguistic states? Let us try to understand. During British period, during British period, there was presidencies were there. Presidencies. There was presidencies were there. What are these presidencies? Example: Calcutta Presidency, Mumbai Presidency. Mumbai Presidency, important presidency is Bombay Presidency, because Britishers were ruled from the Bombay itself. Bombay Presidency. Apart from this, number of provinces means states. Number of provinces were there. Very lots of provinces are there. Provinces like Central Province. Central Province. Sir, what is Central Province? Central Province means Madhya Pradesh. Central Province means what? Madhya Pradesh. Central, Madhya means Madhya Pradesh. Central Province. And Berar. It's Berar. They may ask you, where is Berar? Berar is in Maharashtra. Berar is in Maharashtra. Berar, it includes Eastern Maharashtra. Eastern Maharashtra, that is Vidarbha. Vidarbha. BHA. So Berar, it is a part, once upon it is part in Madhya Pradesh, now also it is part in Madhya Pradesh, but there is no provinces. Moreover, there was princely states are there. Princely states. So it was very big hectic to the British, or after the British, it was very headache to the government to completely supervise or to rule these presidencies, provinces and princely states. It is very big challenges. And we will take one example, Madras. Madras was a very big presidency. Madras presidency was very big. What the Madras people they are demanding? Madras presidency. Madras presidency was very big. These Madras presidency people, they are demanding for that. These were Tamil people are there. Tamils they say that Tamil separate state. Those who are the people For example, this is Madras Presidency. In Madras Presidency, Tamil people are saying that, sir, we want separate state. We want Telugu people, they say that we want separate Telugu state. Malayalam people are there. Malayalam. They are asking separate Malayalam state. Kannada people are there. Kannada. They are asking Kannada state. And Oriya people are there. Oriya speaking. Oriya speaking people are asking Oriya state. Gond language people are also asking separate state. In one presidency, these many states they are asking. Then you think about Calcutta presidency, Bombay presidency, central provinces, Berar provinces. There are so many provinces are there. Moreover, the people are demanding for that. What the slogan they demanded? They demanded that Samyukta Karnataka. Sir, what is the term? What is the meaning of the Samyukta Karnataka? Samyukta means collaboration of all the Kannada speaking people. Where the Kannada speaking people are there, you unite all the people and make a separate Karnataka state. For example, here and here. So these are all regions. This is one region, this is one region, these four are different regions. You make this state, you completely unite these four regions and make as Samyukta Karnataka. Am I clear? Samyukta Karnataka means wherever Kannada speaking regions are there, wherever Kannada speaking areas are there, we have to collaborate this all and make one state, that is Samyukta Karnataka. Similarly, Samyukta Maharashtra. Then same, wherever Marathi speaking people are there, these people also asking the same, Samyukta Maharashtra. Next, Maha Gujarat movement. Wherever Gujarati speaking people are there, you unite the Gujarati people and you give Gujarat state. That is called as Maha Gujarat movement. Next, again, merger of Cochin and Travancore. Yeah, merger Travancore. Cochin, Travancore. These both are princely states. You remember, please. Merger of Cochin and Travancore. These both are princely states. Demand was there to merge these princely states into one. Last, 6 are demanding for Punjab for 6. 6 they are demanding for that. No, we want separate state. That is Punjab. 6 communities they demanding that we want a separate state which is called Punjab. So from this example, what did we understand? Recently we got independence, and we are trying for the socio-economic development. We are trying for the unity and integrity. We are trying for the democratic system. We are trying for the unification system. But does these all bring us unity? Does this all bring for socio-economic development? What you can say? It is a complete threat to the Indian unity. Because these all the people were fighting with each other for a separate state. These all the communities were demanding, fighting with the central government. In the next session, we will very clearly learn about State Reorganization Act. I hope you understand. In this session, we have done that. Voting rights were given. First 21 years age. Then 1988, Rajiv Gandhi government, they reduced it to 18 years. 1988, according to the 61st Amendment Act. Okay. Then what are the difficulties to the election commissions to conduct elections? Next, 1952, 62, 57, 62, 67, how the elections were held, and the majority, how Congress party they got. Congress party, how many members, for what purpose? Members acted as a inbuilt correction mechanism. Some of the members, they differed with the party rules and party policies. They acted as a inbuilt corrective mechanism also we have done. So this is our lesson, children. I hope you understand. Thank you.